In this video, I want to cover the Cozi, C-O-Z-I application. It's a web application, but you can also download it onto your smartphone, and it doesn't matter which kind. We have it on our iPhones as well as our Android. But Cozi is a family organizer, and we've actually utilized this for a couple of years, more than 3 now, and I absolutely love it. We have the paid version, which is Cozi Gold, and I wanted to at least let you have a look at it and see exactly what the features are and what it's all about. So when we sign in, we're immediately able to go ahead and change our family picture if we so desire, and you can name it whatever you want. Years ago, this is an old photo with our standard name in here. Cozi allows you to update calendars as well as the shopping, to do, meals, and journal. And then you can also have contacts and birthdays for those that are on Gold. Don't utilize those much, but I want to at least cover everything that we do personally utilize to give you an idea of what it is and how it can be used. So if we look into the calendar, essentially what I try to do is put in everything that is going to occur in the future. Currently it is 10/16/2019, and it will always default upon the day that it is, not a prior day. You have different views that you can do. You can go into the specific day, a weekly review, which it tends to default on, or a monthly, in which you can look upon in a larger scale. What's nice about this is that as each of us goes in and actually gets onto the app, we can immediately see if anybody is doing anything on specific times. Of course, a calendar is just like any other calendar. I utilize Google Calendar as well. But what I really like about the Cozi calendar is that we all have access to it. So it makes it a one platform for the family, which I believe is actually the customer base that it's attending to. So as you can see here, during the week of on call, I usually put those out, or during my times of travel, any specific holidays or when there were times off, doctors and all that, just the normal calendar stuff that you would see. But one thing that's really cool about this, for example, if I was to go in here and to set up a new schedule onto the calendar, what I could do is I could actually include all, or I can individualize it, which will be a color scheme on the calendar. So as an example, if I personally are having to do a certain item on a certain time, I could just select myself, or if there's a trip that requires more than one of us, as an example, you're taking your kids to a doctor's visit, you could choose those selectively as well. You can do the repeats or all day, and also you can do reminders as well. The notes section is kind of nice if you want to add additional description value toward whatever task that needs to be done or whatever event that needs to be applied to. And I use this a lot too, because sometimes there are certain events that occur in the local area. As an example, in November, the son and I are going to do a blacksmith workshop on this particular day. So on this one, what I had done was I actually just pasted in all the information in regards to the blacksmith workshop. As you can see, he and I are the only one that's applying to this, and the specific time and all the notes that are necessary so that you can have it again in one place. That's the whole thing, is Cozi is attempting to put it all on one platform in order to make it more functional as a family. As far as the shopping list, it's a standard to-do list or grocery item type grab list. You can create multiple lists on here. There's specific ones that are like a Christmas wish, that you can see what they want or would like to have at Christmas. I know it's October, but you know as well as I do, it's going to be here before we know it. Or if there's certain locations that you're going to go to pick up those particular items. Or also you can create lists for organization as well as just the recipes, etc. You can also remove those lists accordingly and change and even print it out onto a paper format if so desired. As far as the to-do type list, let's go ahead and go into organization list. It's kind of nice. You can again assign specific individuals on specific tasks if you so desire. And that is kind of nice if you're trying to get the kids to do a daily chore. They can come in here, look at that list, and do accordingly. The shopping list is what I kind of really like about Cozi, and the reason why is as the week goes through, you add those items that you need to replenish. But what's really cool about it to me, I am at the grocery store and I'm going through the list. I don't, of course, buy what's not on the list. Refrain from that. But if my wife or kids are at home and they identify another item that they just ran out or something that was missed, they can put it on the Cozi list. And then while I'm at the store, as I'm refreshing, it'll actually pop up in real time. I suspect about 10-20 seconds, but to me, that's really nice. It's that opportunity where you don't miss a text or anything like that. The meals also, I think, is really nice because here again, you can apply recipes, etc. My wife does a really good job as far as meal plans throughout the week. We create a meal plan, what we're going to try to have each evening, and then the lunches and the breakfasts, etc. And then we in turn use those recipes and coordinate the items that we might need to replenish in the kitchen through our shopping. But again, we're looking at one platform for all. I honestly do not mess with the journal. I do not, because I do bullet journaling on the side. And I do not mess with the contacts or the birthdays because to me, when I go ahead and go into the calendar and then I may have put into a particular birthday that's happening, you can easily put in when that birthday is, and then it'll increment as time goes on to keep updated on it, which is nice. But I don't mess with that too much because we've done this for years, and most of the stuff that is incremental for yearly comes up automatically without thinking about it. The mobile app itself, you come into here, it just gives you an idea of both the iPhone app and the Android. As I mentioned before, you can download it to either or, but it does provide an easy access of where to get those particular applications in order to download it. And outside of that, that essentially is it. For me, the versatility, the ability for all families to look at one platform, definitely worth it. We definitely apply it toward our meals plans and our shopping, and especially our to-dos. It just makes it a lot easier for communication between the families because as they're getting older, they're off doing their own thing and during their own schedules, so that we always try to tell them as well as ourselves to update the calendar accordingly. And then that way, if they need to do something, they can look at here and make sure that everybody is available for that particular event. I hope this has helped you out. If you use Cozi, I like to hear from you because there's always room for improvement on everything. And if not, then I suggest checking it out. It's well worth it.